Hello, and welcome to Flexible U Maths class for this evening. It's going to be posted tonight, and you can do it anytime after the class is done, or if you join me now, that would be fine too. I'm Kathy with a C, A. Taylor, and I'm employed by the St. Joseph County Commission on Aging. And this is one of the classes that I teach there. And this month has been the Hello Flexible U Maths class on Tuesday evenings for Wednesday morning. Next month, I'll be doing weight training classes on Tuesday night for the next day. So if you haven't done these classes, you can still find them on the COA website as well as the YouTube channel under St. Joseph County COA. That's the YouTube channel. Alrighty, so let's get started. And I did put bridging and planking on there. Let me make sure it's there. I can't see it now, but trust me, we're doing bridging and planking. Okay, before we start, let's turn our head side to side, stopping in the center. Make sure that you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice smooth breathing. And now make a change. Ears to the shoulders. Don't forget to breathe. And now make a change. Let's roll the shoulders back. So if you're interested in any of the other classes that we do, we've been doing cardio drumming on Monday and Wednesday mornings at 9:30. Monday we got rained out. Tomorrow we may have a class out under the tent. It's going to be cool, so if you come you want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately. In the event that it rains, let's stop, take the shoulders back and forth. There will not be a class, but we will be using the tent for another week. And then after that, because of the COVID restrictions, we can use the parking lot as long as the weather isn't inclement. So we will be doing the classes that we've had outdoors as long as we can, pretty much through the month of October if the weather is good. And rest. Let's bring the shoulders up and down. And then in November, we'll probably, if there are still restrictions and protocols that we can't meet, we'll probably do all of our classes online. And when we do, we'll probably be following the schedule that we had for a few years that was in the Senior Connections. So watch for your Senior Connections or check online. We'll be updating as we go. And stop. Take this arm out to the side, bring it across the front and lean into it. Yes. Take a notice of how heavy you feel on the earth. You have to give your feet and ankles a lot of credit. They carry a lot of weight. Literally. And release it, and then send it back where it came from. Let's bring the other one out. Keep it straight, bring it across, and push into it. With all my classes, I need to hear you breathe. Make sure you are breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep your abdominals tight to support your body when necessary. When we're on the floor, make sure that your back is on the floor when we're on our backs. And release, and then send it back where it came from, and bring it down. Alrighty, let's bring the arms up, clasp the hands, and stretch. Lengthen. Good job. Okay, let's go toward our mat. I want you to see how far you can go down. So right now our feet are about a foot, maybe 14 inches apart. And I'd like to have you just bend at the hips. Keep your head above your heart. See how far you can go. And then gracefully come back up. Shoulders first and then the head. I know a lot of people can't get as far as I do in their stretches, but that's probably because your legs are longer than your arms. That's our story and we're sticking to it. Let's get on the floor. So I had you take notice of how heavy you feel. And a lot of it has to do with what the feet are doing when they're supporting us. We're going to do a foot massage that's going to make our feet feel really good. And then later when you stand up, you might feel a little bit of that residual effect of feeling a little lighter against the gravity. So right now, separate. You're going to take this leg out to the side of the knee. And if you have socks on, you can put your hands like this, one hand over the toes like that, and just move them back and forth. If you can get your fingers in there, that's a nice way to do this. And just go forward and back. So right now, your abs are tight, they're supporting your body up. Nice posture. Breathe. Okay, let's stop that and take your thumbs down the spine of the foot. That's not the technical term, but that's what we're calling it. Nice massage. Okay, now just kind of literally massage your foot. Slap. Good job. Now gracefully, you're going to lift your knee and extend your leg out to the side. Let's bring the other one in and drop the knee. And then the same thing. You can either do this with your foot or stick the fingers through there. Usually you can unless you've got really chubby fingers. Okay, let's go forward and back. And say it was the middle of summer and you had just been out walking or running and you wanted to do this, your fingers wouldn't fit in there because your feet would be swollen. Your fingers would be swollen. It's like little sausages trying to go through a pitchfork with about 5 tines. Okay, let's massage the spine of the foot. Continue to breathe. Okay, and then just give it a good massage. So this will be the last class for a month at least. Tuesday nights I'll be doing the weight training through the month of October. Then November, we should be back to our regular schedule, whether it's at the COA or here. Slap. Okay. Oh, good job. Let's take our arms to the back and just open up the chest. Breathe comfortably. Relax the shoulders. Oh, yes. And then gracefully come forward. What I'd like to have you do is see how far you can stretch forward now. Toes are pointed. Now this is your own goal. If you can't get as far as I can or someone else, don't worry about it. Just get where you can be. I like like I said, maybe your feet and your legs are way out there and you can't reach them because your legs are like a third longer than your arms. In our wildest dreams. Okay, release it. We're gonna move the legs out to the side. We're gonna take this leg like this. It should be warmed up a little bit because of that maneuver that we were doing on our feet. So you're gonna put that knee down and you're gonna lean forward. So you're gonna feel this stretch around the kneecap area, a little bit in the tush, but definitely in the kneecap, and a little bit on the inner thigh. Continue to breathe. Now, as you go forward, remember we're not in a competition. I would just like you to lean forward. Lengthen. And then gracefully come back up. Again, the knee comes up. This time we're going to squeeze the knee close to our body. Are you breathing? Please breathe. Okay, now gracefully, and I have to do this gracefully. There you go. With all the popping and the cracking. Straighten that leg out and then bend this one. That knee goes down to the floor if you can. Now mine's not touching the floor, but as much of your leg as you can, have it down on the floor. And then just lean forward. You know what I might do is just do 1 or 2 classes of this on my Facebook page during the month of October, because I really enjoy doing this down here with you folks. And it's really good for your body. Reach a little bit forward more. And what I like is that we have a variety of instructors with the COA. So we've got Zumba Gold, we've got chair yoga, we've got the arthritis exercise class, and we have cardio drumming as well as weight training. And with the arthritis class, we try to incorporate as many of those as we can. We don't do the cardio drumming with a ball and a bucket. Let's bring this, come back up and bring this knee up. But we do it with drumsticks in the air or on another chair. And we don't do mats though with the arthritis class. But with the arthritis class, check in periodically because we do use the weights. This week on Thursday we're doing total body, which basically you do everything from your jaw to your toes. And then release it, and then straighten it out. Bring it forward. This time have the feet straight up and see how far you can reach. Isn't that exciting? We're lengthened a little bit more. We can reach further than we were before. Yes. You know what? I always have an issue with that. It's like, yes, we can do it. All right. A lot of times we're not lengthened, and that's why we don't have enough flexibility or range of motion, and we tend to fall. So a mats class is ideal for that. Making your body feel more natural. Okay, let's bring it back up. This time we're going to take both feet in. Sitting up nice and tall. Allow your legs to drop open as far as you can, comfortably, please, comfortably. Yes. And the longer you hold it, the more you're going to feel them collapse, yeah. And you're going to feel that burn in the thigh there, yep. Okay, now gracefully, do a sitting twist today. Okay, so I'm going to have my legs out in front of me for this. I'm going to scooch you back just a little bit. Alrighty. With this, you're going to take this leg, assist it in putting the foot over on that side of the knee, okay? Now, the easy way for us to do this is just to do this, okay? And all you're doing is lengthening this groove right in there. If you have the ability to do it with your elbow, go ahead and do it with your elbow. And I suppose had I warmed up your elbows and your shoulders a little bit, you could be doing it like this. But if you're looking at me, because I've had surgery on my right shoulder, I'm not as straight as I would be with my other side. And then you're going to relax and then come out of this. Straighten, take the arms back, lengthen them. So in my life I've been in 2 car accidents that messed with my shoulder areas, whiplash, and then I hit the door on the passenger side in the second accident. Messed up the rotator cuff, so then when they put you back together it's like Dr. Frankenstein, and sometimes you don't get back to where you were after your surgeries. That's how I am. Okay, now relax. Okie doke. This time, is this the one? No, wait a minute. Which one did we just do? There we go. Short-term memory loss, right? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to assist this leg, put that foot over there. Yeah, it all comes back to me after a few seconds. I realize I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, put your arm back there. Easy way to do this is like this. And just pull. And if you're able to, there you go. But you have to be comfortable enough to breathe. So if you find that's too confining in the chest cavity, just do it like this. The second class I did of the MATS class at the COA, I think we were doing it in, oh my goodness, 2 years ago, maybe 3. And I hyperextended with this. And not only did my back ache for the weekend, but my rib cage hurt too, so you have to be really careful here. Okay, to come out of this, you're going to relax, all about relaxing, and then assist that leg back where it came from. And then bring those arms back. So I told my morning class today about my capris that I got at Kohl's over the weekend. Of course, I go there with a 30% off and a little 10% here or whatever. And these are Tech Gear high-rise capris. They are fantastic. I mean, it's right up here, so I don't have to worry about all the extra bulges and hanging outs and stuff like that. And so it's all the way up there, and it fits fantastic. And I got them for $14 and $13. I got 2. A gray pair and the blue pair. Fantastic fit. They are worth the money. Okay, let's relax. Okay, we're going to separate, and what I like to do initially when I'm doing the classes is lengthen the hip area a lot, and then the inner thigh area, the tush area, the gluteus maximus. So we sit on the floor like this for a while. What I'd like to have you do right now, and hello there, is just lean this way and grab your foot if you're able to. And then go low, only as low as you can comfortably without making your rib cage hurt or your abdominals hurt. And unless I tell you to drop the head, keep your head above your heart. Continue to breathe. So with this stretch, you're not only feeling it in the inner thigh, but you're going to feel it back here too. Continue to breathe. And then relax. And then gracefully come back up. Rest for just a few seconds, and then go to the other side. Grab that. There you go. Again, make sure you're not making the abdomen hurt or your rib cage gets pressed up against your leg. We don't want that. We just want a simple lengthening. So right now you've got it lengthening in the inner thigh and a little bit back there. So as a senior citizen, and I'm assuming that's what I'm called now, I have found that the lengthening and the stretching that we do in a MATS class gives me more flexibility. But you know, the older you get, you still get clumsy and you might fall. So stretching classes help. Matter of fact, it deals with proprioception. You're telling your body what to do, and then when you're going to fall, you just that quick after you've been doing classes, you think about what you're going to do before you fall and hurt yourself. Okay, relax. And then come up slowly. Alrighty, bring the feet to the floor. No big squeeze or anything, just relax. And I always tell my people, go back the way you came, whether it's in the snow or maybe when you're raking leaves pretty soon out in the yard. If you go into something, go back out the way you came. A lot of us tend to have issues when we start turning around and we lose our balance. So go back the way you came. And if you've been to any of my classes, you've heard that quite a few times. Okay, let's go into mermaid. We're going to do this leg dominant, so put that one down first. And then the other one goes behind you a little bit. We're going to lay this arm on the floor. And we're going to bring this arm up and over. And I want you to feel the lengthening at the waist. Continue to breathe. And now lengthen at the shoulders. And with this, make sure that your neck area stays relaxed. Nice lengthen. I need to hear you breathe. Thank you. Okay, lengthen. Just enough, not too far. And then relax. Oh yeah. All about relax. You're going to lift your arm first, and then when the body's ready, lift the body. So you go back the way you came, and sometimes you have to go a little bit slower as you age, so always bring the arms back first. This is a neat way to sit, like when you're entertaining and everybody's on the floor maybe playing a game, but then you got to get up. Nastiness. Okay, let's switch. So this leg is the dominant one. It's going to be in the front, and that leg's going to the back. Okay, let's lay that arm down and bring this arm up overhead. Lengthen at the waist. And if you have the ability to enlarge this video, you probably will see how I'm lengthening at the waist. And then I'm lengthening at the shoulder, and I'm reaching. And with this, you want to make sure you don't hyperextend. Just be comfortable about it. There are some of us that we can go lower than this, but that's not what we're doing today. We're just lengthening There you go. Did you feel that lengthen? Okay, now relax. And then gracefully bring up the arm first. And then when the body's ready, it will come up. Good job. Alrighty, we're gonna get on our backs. I'm gonna get a drink first, so I'm gonna scooch you over here. Get a drink. Okay. I'm gonna scooch you back. Didn't think I could do that, huh? Put my arms back there and lift up my tush off the floor. I can do that. Alrighty. So for this one, we're going to be laying on our backs. We're going to extend our arms up over the body, lengthen. The knees will be bent. The knees will be down. I want you to feel the difference in what's lengthening. Okay, so look at me first. Don't go into it yet. So we're going to be like this with our lengthening arms. Or we're going to be like this. And this makes it feel different. Okay? So now that you've seen what we're going to do, go ahead and lay down. Always make sure your back is on the floor. You should not be able to get anything under your back, okay? Knees are up, feet are on the floor. Let's bring the arms up. The palms are facing each other. Relax and breathe. Now bring the arms out to the side. You look like a T. Yes. Relax. Let's bring the arms back up. Turn the palms down. Extend the arms above the head so that the top of the hands are on the floor. And lengthen. Remember, your back is on the floor. Only extend to where it's comfortable, please. Okay, gracefully relax. Bring the arms back up. Turn the palms to face each other, and then bring the arms down. Okay, let's straighten out the legs. Adjust your neck. Make sure that your head is comfortable, your neck is comfortable. Back is into the floor. We're going to lift. Palms are facing each other. Just rest. Turn the palms so that they're facing down and lengthen above your head. The top of the hands are on the floor. Make sure your back is on the floor and lengthen. Did you feel that grab into the abdominal area? Yes. So the first time we lengthened, with the knees bent, the feet on the floor, you felt the stretching in one place. Now you're feeling it in another place. Lengthen and relax. Now, I want you to make sure that you're relaxing, because one of the benefits of my teaching is I'm all about relaxing abdominals and breath. So, when I tell you to relax, make sure you take advantage of it. Okay, let's bring the arms back up. Palms are facing each other. Now extend the arms out to the side. You look like a T. Relax. Now we're going to make a change. So we're going to bring the feet up. The knees up, and the feet are on the floor. So it's both knees. Now if you have to sit up and look at what I'm doing, go ahead and take just a few seconds or roll over on your side. We're going to be going into bridge. So with the bridge, what I want you to do is make sure that your feet are where they need to be, okay? So your arms are alongside your body, and you're going to lift first the tush, the lower back, and then the upper back. If you feel comfortable this way, that's where your feet should be. If they're not where they should be, you're going to have to lower your body slowly and make that adjustment either forward and back or side to side. So now that you've seen what we're doing, go ahead and lay back down and try it out. See where you feel comfortable in all those positions, and then make your changes. I know, it's like 4 times with me. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, so your back is into the floor, arms are alongside your body. I'd like you to lift your tush area off the floor, just your tush. Now engage your abdominals, make sure they're really, really tight. And a little bit of the gluteus maximus, and keep it there. Do not hold your breath. Make sure you're breathing. And if you do get a cramp while you're working out, make sure that you breathe through it, you get the oxygen where it needs to be, and then it lessens the cramping. Okay, gracefully, relax, and then bring it down. Oh yeah, all about that. Okie doke, let's go to the middle back. So we're going to lift the tush and the middle back. So you're keeping your upper back on the floor. You're going to hold this. Squeeze your abdominals and your gluteus maximus. Okay, gracefully bring it down. Oh yeah, relax. Oh, that feels so good. All right, we're going to go into full bridge for this. So it's the tush, the middle back, and then the upper back. When you do this, make sure that your shoulders stay on the floor. Make sure that your feet are where they need to be. So if you need to, bring your body down, adjust, and then go back up into full bridge, okay? So, lift the tush, the lower back, and now the upper back. Tighten up your abdominals. And your gluteus maximus, that's the tush area. You're still breathing. Neglected to put my watch on so I could count the seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 60 now, okay? So hold it there. Breathe. Fifty-seven, 58, 59, 60. Very gracefully, section by section, lower it down and relax. That was so much fun. All right, I need you to relax. Let's straighten out one leg and bring it back, straighten out the other leg and bring it back. Good job. Now, we're going to straighten the right leg out. The foot is like it's flat on the floor. Instead of pointed, it's flexed. Now reach up just a little bit and grab your left leg just below the knee, and bring the knee to the chest. Both feet are in a flexed position. And squeeze that knee to your chest area. It's probably just squeezed up to your abdomen. And you should feel the stretch in both legs in different places. Now make a change and point the toes. And when you did that, you realized you feel the stretch in different areas. Okay, to come out of this, I want you to just relax. Thank you. And then switch these legs out. So put your foot down first, bring the other knee up, straighten the left leg, very gracefully lean up, grab your leg. Both feet are as if they're on the floor, so flex the feet. And bring that knee as close to your chest area as you can, and feel that stretch. Continue to breathe the right way, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And your back is on the floor. It's really weird. I can feel the bottom of the jaw. The skin is just, it feels like it's just falling toward the floor. Gravity's taking hold. Okay, now make a change and point the toes. There you go. Okay, now I want you to relax. Okay, now gracefully put that foot on the floor. Oh yeah. Bring the other knee up and put that foot on the floor. And now just collapse. And by collapse, I mean the knees go in together and you just kind of relax on the floor. Alrighty. We're going to flip over. So, very gracefully, sit up if you have to, get a drink. And then we're going to go on our tummies. It's a wonder I'm not up all night. I have a LED light above me and I've got one down on the floor. It's almost as bright as sunshine, almost as bright as a happy light. But I don't think it has much of an effect on my sleep. I think the last few times I've done these classes down here, I think I've gotten pretty good sleep. Okay, what I'm going to have you do right now is just tabletop. It's like this. So look at me and then go ahead into the pose. I want you to push your tush up and your tummy down and go into cow. And then gracefully roll your back up and pull your tush in. Now we're in cat. And then relax. Okay, before we go into anything else, what I'd like to have you do is go into child's pose. So if you don't know what child's pose is, it's the first time you're watching the video. We're going to do it wide legs. So you bring your knees out to the side, and you put your hands out to the front, and you push your tush. And then you put your forehead on the floor if you can. If you can't, just do as far as you can. Okay, let's Let's do wide leg child's pose. And push the tush and lengthen. Good job. This is good for the back. The bridge is good for the back, as well as this and the plank. Now relax. Breathe comfortably. And then gracefully come up. Lift the head, and then, oh, there you go. Back to tabletop. And now we're going to lay down flat on the floor. We're going to put our hands like this. So if you're looking at me, your hands are going to be like this on the floor, and your forehead's going to be on them. So here I go, flat, like this. The tops of your feet are on the floor. Just relax. All right, lift your head up. Now, to go into plank, toes are on the floor. This is like a first phase, first level, okay? All you're gonna do is lift your abdominals off the floor. So a lot of your thigh area, the quadricep area in the leg is going to be on the floor, and you've just lifted up your abdomen up off the floor, and you've got it really nice and tight. With this, I need to have you keep your head up. Do not drop it. Heads can weigh anywhere from 8 to 12 pounds, and a lot of people are feeling the effects of that weight when they look at telephones, cell phones, tablets, computers, things of that sort. So we want to keep our heads upright. Keep your abdominals tight. Okay, now very gracefully bring it down and relax. Put your hands on top of your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Tops of the feet are on the floor. Before. Toes are on the floor. This time, you're going to lift up and leave the knees on the floor. Your abdominals are really tight. Keep them tight. I brought my feet up. It feels more comfortable that way. Okay, now gracefully come down. Tops of the feet are on the floor. Put your hands on top of your hands and put your forehead on your hands. And relax. Now, lift your head up, look at the screen. If you cannot go into full plank, that's fine. Do it in one of the two poses that we just did, okay? For full plank, we're going to have our toes like that on the floor. We're going to lift everything up, even the knees. And we're going to hold it for probably 60 seconds. My count of 1 to 60 is what we'll hold it for, okay? Alrighty, so I want you to be ready for this and do your best. So your arms are on the floor, make a fist, just don't put your fingernails into your fingers and your hands. Alrighty, So the first phase is just that part of the abdomen area. So you can either do that, or you can lift to the knees like this, or phase 3, lift. Abs are tight, your head is lined up with your back, and I'm going to start counting. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then very gracefully come down and relax. Hands on top of hands. I need to hear you breathe. I need to hear you relax. They couldn't get a scoop shovel to come and scrape you off the floor right now. Relax into the floor. Okay, lift up your head. We're going to take our hands and put them alongside us near our chest. Tops of the feet are on the floor. And we're going to lift the upper body up off the floor. I have my knees on the floor and the tops of my feet on the floor. And then look up. Abdominals are tight. Lengthen. And then very gracefully come down. You are in control. And relax. Hands on top of hands, forehead on the hands. Breathe. Okay, lift yourself up. Just relax here for a few seconds. I want to thank you for joining me. You can always look at our videos on this Facebook page or on YouTube channel, St. Joseph County COA. Next week, this time I'll be doing a weight training class. Okay, we have some stretches to do. So, put your hands on the floor, bring yourself up. I want you to look at me before you do this, okay? Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have you bring your right leg through there like that and lengthen the one that's behind you. And we're going to stretch the gluteus maximus. So now that you see what I'm doing, put your hands on the mat like that. Thread your right knee through there. And this is the initial pose. And if you cramp in your toes, make an adjustment and breathe through it, okay? I have some gals that can't do this because of their toes. Now, lean your tush. Okay, there you go. Lean it into the mat. Now we can do this with our arms on the floor and our hands in a fist, but I'm not going to do that today. We're just going to do the stretch like this. And then gracefully come up and switch it out. So you're going to thread the left knee through in the right leg. Foot is on top. Let's see, the top of the foot is on the floor. And then there's your pose. And then you sit into it as you can. Get some good breaths in there. You know, nice long ones. Inhale, nice and slow, and then exhale. Get as low as you can go comfortably right now. I need to hear you breathe. Thank you. Okay, let's lift it up. Position yourself in tabletop. Rest here for a few seconds and relax. Okay, now gracefully, you're going to put your hands on the left side of your mat. And you're going to take your right foot to the front. And if you need to look at me before you do it, this is what you're going to look like, okay? Now, if you need to keep your fingers on the floor, that's fine. What we're doing is we're lengthening the quadricep area right now, so you lean forward. And if you want to go into full pose, it's like this. You bring your arms up, palms are facing each other, and just reach high. Look up. Gracefully bring it down, fingers to the floor, and then lean your tush back and bring your right leg into a hamstring stretch. Foot's flexed, and you should feel it behind the leg now. So as I said before with these videos, what's really cool is that along the bottom of the video, there's a timeline. You can pause, you can start it back up, you know that right-hand corner of your video, excuse me, left-hand corner, and you can go anywhere on that timeline and see what we're doing, watch it, and then go back a little bit, and then work with me in the pose. So that's what's really cool about these videos. Okay, now make a change, and put your hands on the left side there, take that leg to the back, bring the other leg to the front. And if you need to look at me first and then go into the pose, that'll be fine. So right now what you're doing is you're lengthening that leg that's long. And then if you want to get into full pose and add some balance, bring it up and look up. I like to pull my abdomen off of my lap for this. So basically my abdominal muscles are tight, but I try to lift the rest, you know, like the fatty tissue and stuff off. Get a good stretch going. And then gracefully bring it down. Put your hands on the floor, and then tush goes to the back, and you go into a hamstring stretch. So thanks for joining me for this Flexible UMATS class. Okay, relax and get out of this with both hands on the floor. Take that leg to the back. Go into tabletop and just relax for a few seconds. We are almost done. So if you didn't get into full child's pose with wide leg, try it this time. The tops of your feet are on the floor. Take your legs out to the side. And trust me, I have seen some ladies just get right into the floor with this thing. But only do what you can do, okay? It really makes you feel good. It's good for the back. Okay, so you've got your legs wide, tops of the feet are on the floor. Lengthen with your arms, push your tush, and come down. Forehead on the floor if you're able, and stretch. Relax and breathe. Now, very gracefully, lift your head, bring your body into almost tabletop. Bring the legs together a little bit. We're going to go into downward facing dog to help us get up off the floor. So you're going to bring a foot forward, lift your body, feet are flat on the floor, hands are flat on the floor. You can feel a stretch if you go forward and back. You can feel it stretching. Okay, now gracefully walk your hands back. Keep your hands on the floor if you can. Notice how you have lengthened. That is so cool. Alrighty, relax. And then gracefully come up very slowly. The last thing to come up is your head, so get your shoulders up there, and then bring your head up. I think that was a pretty good workout. Alrighty, let's step back here so you can see me. We're going to turn the head side to side, stopping in the center. Breathe comfortably. And then ears to the shoulders. And then rest. Let's bring the shoulders back and roll. Think some good thoughts, smile, roll the shoulders forward. And then rest. Bring the feet in closer, not too close though. And now roll the legs. That means lift your heels up off the floor one at a time. There you go. And then stop. Let's bring our arms up. And relax. Bring the hands together in the front. And very slowly bring it down. Breathe. I need to hear you breathe. Nod up and down like you're nodding to a friend. And that's all for this class. And thank you for joining me today. And as always, be safe, be healthy, and toodles.